Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy almost Christmas Day. Good to see you here. As you can see in the background, I'm in a completely different location than when I normally talk to you on Wednesday mornings. But first, let me back up and say that if you are just seeing this for the first time, you've never joined me live, good morning. Welcome. It's good to have you here. My name is Ronnie Harden by trade. I'm an editor, I'm a content writer, I'm a writing coach. I'm also a mom, wife, and I love having coffee in the morning and celebrating that with you. We are 4 days away from Christmas. Are you ready? Are you? We are. I'm here in Nashville and visiting here with my daughter and her boyfriend. It's been such a chaotic season. My daughter's been in school. She just finished school recently. Her boyfriend's been working. Um, we don't have the tree up yet. We're going to work on that today and get decorations out. Um, my husband and I traveled here to Tennessee to spend Christmas here. Um, so I had a fun week of prepping packages and making the drive to Tennessee and leaving the house and forgetting something and having to turn around and go back to the house, leaving again, driving all the way to Nashville and making it in time. So it's been a rather different holiday season. I don't know where you are in yours. Maybe you're not ready yet either. Maybe you haven't even started shopping yet. There's a lot of people out shopping right now. The beauty of that is that you take advantage of all the great sales that are going on, right? I intend to hit up some of those um, and want to do so without having to be swallowed up by the crowds. That's the only thing waiting for the last week of shopping as it gets busier and crazier. So wherever you are on the timeline of getting your shopping done, you have like 3 days because 4 days from now is Christmas. I don't know. Do you feel ready? I have some packages behind me here. So these were ones that I wrapped at home before we left, bringing them in the house slowly. I still have more wrapping to do here. Michael arrives on Thursday, which is tomorrow. So when he gets here, we're going to have more wrapping to do to bring presents. And the temperatures, you all, here in Nashville, like it's going to be below zero wind chills. And why is it like, single digit lows? And I think the high one day is supposed to be like 13. It's just, I don't know. Maybe if you're watching from somewhere where they've got like 36 to 70 inches of snow, my question to you is why? Why do you live somewhere where you could be buried in snow? It's kind of scary. Anyway, wherever your Christmas story is taking place, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're taking time to really slow down and enjoy the holiday season because that's what it's all about, right? Spending time with people you love and having time to make memories doing great, fun things. So, your Christmas story, right? This is my mug that celebrates and honors the movie A Christmas Story, right? How many of you growing up as kids, like Christmas Day, that movie was just on in the background? Whatever you're doing, when you're eating or playing games or opening presents, that movie is kind of on the TV in the background. It was kind of that way for me. I love this movie. It's so cute. The guy who plays Ralphie in the movie, um, has created a new movie where he's the grown up dad now with his kids living in the house from the original movie. So it would be kind of fun to see if the actors from the first movie could come together. And I know Darren McGavin is passed, but the woman who played the mom, I believe, is still alive. Have you seen the new one? I kind of want to watch it, although I'm kind of trying not to wreck the memory of the first movie, right? So anyway, here is my mug, my ode to A Christmas Story. The Awana store first, then your Christmas shopping can happen. Okay, got it, Greta. Good morning. Good to see you here. Right. A lot of people are waiting to the last minute. In fact, so here's some interesting stats I found while I was doing some research. So the retail sales for this year have dropped from last year, but the two highest years of Christmas shopping were 2020 and 2021, believe it or not, right? The pandemic year. Everybody was at home celebrating Christmas, I guess. But 2021's last year's numbers, 13.5% growth from the previous year for Christmas shopping. Now, of course, it's fallen off because, we're dealing with that ripple effect of COVID and the pandemic and all the shutdowns still. We're still kind of coming out of that. And so we've had some inflation hit. It's caused us to kind of tamp back down. Grocery prices have gone up. People are kind of tightening their belts. So spending is off a little bit this year. Some people are looking at making their own Christmas gifts, or some people are just limiting the number of gifts family members have, right? If you come from a big family and there's a lot of people, some people draw names so that they only have to purchase gifts for one person. Um, some people are doing Christmas solo this year. Some people are in different situations, and some people are walking through the holiday season carrying grief alongside them. This is a time of year for some reason there happens to be a lot of people who pass. We've had celebrities pass. We've had a lot of celebrities. What is it about the end of the year where they're like, okay, because it's time for me to go? But some people have been dealing with that the last couple of months. And so this is their first holiday season to go through without that person in their life. And that makes the holiday season difficult. And some people just can't seem to find the wherewithal to want to celebrate, right? Or they're just redefining what that looks like, having to learn how to walk through that. So if you're walking through some grief this year, if you're dealing with a loss in your family, if you've had a major loss in your life, man, we are holding space for you. And I just pray that somehow you find the glimmers of joy and hope in the holiday season. Get together with those that you love. Get together with your support circle, your friends. Surround yourself with that love this holiday season. That's what helps you get through those difficult times. But all in all, 51% of Americans wait until this week to do Christmas shopping. And they also wait till Christmas Eve to do some of that Christmas shopping, right? I've done that before. I've waited. Sometimes it's great to go out during this week just to see, because stores are just slashing prices on Christmas items. So you can just, you know, you can hit the jackpot when it comes to decorations or any kind of last minute fun gifts that you may not have thought about, that might be those fun little either gag gifts for parties or maybe just fun little stocking stuffers. You can get out there, but I recommend getting out there early, because trying to wade through the people and wait in the long lines does not make for a fun holiday season, right? So wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying yours. I've got some fun things that I wanted to share with you this morning. So first of all, I want to just celebrate. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me stand up. Maybe you can see it this way. I want to check the camera. Maybe see this, but I want to show you my shirt. Look, right before I left Dallas, I got a package. And it wasn't something I ordered. And I was like, wait, what is this? Look, I got my NaNoWriMo winter shirt because I completed my writing goal in November for NaNoWriMo. Now, of course, December has been just a complete bust because the holidays and life and family and things. So I haven't been able to write like I wanted to during the month of December. That's okay. I've been focusing on family, taking care of Christmas, getting all those things done, and also tying up some year-end stuff. So this is the last broadcast I'll be doing talking about Christmas. And next week when we come together, it's going to be our last broadcast for 2022. And we're going to be talking about some goals that we're going to look for moving forward. So have you thought about that? I know this time of year, right? Everybody's kind of okay. We're going to kind of get some things tied down, get wrapped up, right? Got some bills paid off. Maybe you're making some progress on a goal of something in your house. Maybe you've got a goal you've been writing. You hit your goal for NaNoWriMo in November. Now, what do we do with those 50,000 words you wrote? Or for me, it was 15,000 words. That's just a sliver of what I have to write for the book that I'm working on. So, how are we going to keep that momentum going into the new year, right? Take the time during the holidays, give yourself a break, relax, sort of just clear your mind of all those things and allow yourself some time to regroup and refuel, because coming into the new year, we want to kind of start the new year off with some great momentum. Kind of puts a positive spin to the way the year starts out. So, we're going to be talking about writing goals, how we're really going to work on those in 2023, because coming up in April and July are going to be 2 times where we have NaNoWriMo camps, just little writing um, periods where we're going to work on our writing goals, maybe extend what we did in November, think about actually putting that into a book form or publishing that in some way. And so I want to encourage you to kind of think about what you're going to do for 2023 moving forward with your art, whether you write, whether you are an illustrator, whether you are a designer, whether you run a business. What are some of the goals that you're working on? For me, it's always writing personally, and also helping clients that I work with or people who are interested in actually taking their writing seriously and producing something in the new year. So, oh, thanks, Savannah. Yes, absolutely. And good morning, Miss Mary. Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas to you. So, here's something that I'm really excited about, because this person has sort of revolutionized the way creative people think about their art. So, there is a book coming out in January that I have been looking forward to. When I heard about it, I was super excited because I've read this woman's previous book. And if you are a creative person and you ever get into a place where you're just kind of in creative block, or you just have been on the grind so long that you just need a way to pull back and sort of think about how to restart that creativity, how to get your creative mind going so that you can practice your art. So, don't know how many of you are familiar with the woman Julia Cameron. She wrote a book in 1992 called The Artist's Way. And that book sort of revolutionized. It came out as a self-help book. She had been turned down. So here's what I love about her story. She had been turned down from agencies, including the William Morris Agency, for her book. And when I tell you who this woman is and who she was, who she is in society, um, you'll kind of go, wow, she got rejected. And then she self-published her book in 1992, which has become kind of like, for creative people, a touchstone for reviving creative activity and memory. Anyway, the person I'm talking about is Julia Cameron, and she is going to be publishing a book. It comes out January the 10th. It's called Write for Life. If you are familiar with Julia Cameron's work, The Artist's Way, again, this was a book to help artistic people recover their creativity. If they've hit a block or have gone through something that caused them to just step back from being creative. So, Artist's Way gave us techniques and things that we could do to help people regain their confidence and their competence in their creative talents and share those. She's helped, playwrights, screenwriters, actors, art, fine arts people, sculptors. So, um, Correlation and emphasis, this is a description on the book. Correlation and emphasis is used by the author to show a connection between artistic creativity and a spiritual connection with God. Now, she's not super like Christianese sort of way. She's truly helping the artists or the creative person tap into the source of their creative talent. And so she's helped so many people. There's something she did called morning pages. And this is an exercise where you get up in the morning and the first thing you do is you just free write just whatever comes to mind. It's just, and she, a page or two of just, and not doing it on a computer or a tablet. This is 1992. It's free handwriting. It could be just stream of consciousness, could be whatever words and thoughts are coming to your mind, to allow that faucet to flow so that your creativity is sparked and then you can put shape to it. It really revolutionized how artists looked at the way that they created their specific art, and it really helped creative people sort of focus and fine tune their talent so that when they did create, it was amazing. So Julia Cameron um, is the former wife of Martin Scorsese. So she has the connections. I was just shocked when I first learned this, but she was turned down by the William Morris Literary Agency before being self-published. Cameron typed the book herself and sold Xerox copies in a local bookstore. That is how she started publishing and distributing her book. This is 1992, before we really have the technology to self-publish the way we do now. And so she just typed it up, went to a copy place, probably copied it and spiral bound it, and this is how she sold her book. And it's become one of the top um, books that has been published. In fact, she made it into the Self-Publishing Hall of Fame after her copy started selling millions worldwide. So this is her next work. I'm really excited about it because this is going to be a 6-week program that is going to be specifically looking at the art, practicing the art of writing. So if you've really wanted to dive in and get serious about a writing life, how you write, the way you write, and not just, again, throwing stuff out on social media. Maybe you've had a blog that's been pretty successful and you've posted and you've continuously shared your writing out there. This is about developing a serious practice of a writing life so that you can then maybe think about, possibly publishing a book if you want to publish a series of books, sharing your story, your life story, in a way that, helps other people. You never know. So I'm really excited about this new book. She has a background from Georgetown University and Fordham University. She is 74. She is an American teacher, author, artist, poet, playwright, novelist, filmmaker, composer, and journalist. So she's sort of written a lot of things. She has a lot of nonfiction essays that she's published. She's done some short stories. But this book, The Artist Way, was her biggest selling book and just paved the way for creative people. I saw yesterday in Brian Koppelman's Instagram story, he was even sharing how excited he is about this new book and talked about how Julia Cameron's book was so important to his work. And of course, he's gone on to create the show Billions and other shows. So again, tapping into that creative source and really honing in on what it is that you want to do, especially if you want to write. So I'm excited. I can't wait. We're going to be going through this. Good morning, Stephanie. How you doing? Good to see you. So I'm going to be touching base with you later, girlfriend. So we need to get together. So I'm excited about this. So this book Julia has written focuses specifically on the practice of writing. It's a 6-week program. The book comes out January the 10th. So I'm going to encourage you that if you are a writer and you want to really dive into this, I'm going to be going through this book starting January the 11th. I'm going to spend the next 6 weeks. I'm going to be going through this book myself and just sharing what I've learned from it. And so I hope you'll join me if you want to join me in a reading for this, and we can get together every week online each week and look at the 6-week um, program that she's going to put together in this book. I think it's going to be really great. It's going to help. She's going to teach us some new tools and also teach us how to tap into that consistent writing life. So super excited about that. So if you want to join me, again, pre-order the book now. It's available January the 10th. So even if you get the Kindle version, or even if you order the print version, you'll have it January the 10th. And then I'm going to be talking about it on my show starting Wednesday, January the 11th. And I'm just going to be talking each week about the 6 segments that she has in that book. So I'm waiting on my copy. So I don't have the actual, outline of chapters and all of that yet. But when I get my copy, I'm going to be going through that with you live right here. And I think it's the best way for us to sort of walk together. It's also going to help me stay and focus on my writing goals because I got a book to publish in 2023. I've been working on this for a while now, and I think it's just time to do it. So that's my goal for 2023. I don't know about you, but if yours is writing, I want to help you do that. Okay. So kind of mark your calendar. January 10th, book comes out. You'll want to get a copy. So you have plenty of time to pre-order it. I'll be chatting about that for the next few weeks. But I was in the bookstore, getting Christmas gifts. A bookstore is a great place to get gifts. If you don't really know what to get somebody, go in a bookstore, walk around, you'll find something for the people on your list that you haven't quite purchased something for. So I found some cute books for kids that I just was fascinated with. I picked them up. I don't have littles anymore, but I have littles coming into my life because my son has a toddler. Our nieces and nephews are starting to have their own little families, and so we've got littles coming up through the family that are great. And so I want to have a collection of cool books in my house for when they come over. So I found some really cute things that I thought were fascinating in the bookstore. So if you have some friends that have babies, or you want to get them a gift, here are some great ideas. So for all of the Hanukkah folks out there, for all of my Jewish friends who are celebrating Hanukkah, I came across this book. It's called Hanukkah Baby. But the cool thing about this book that I love is this is a book series, and they are called, do you see that? Indestructibles. I wish you could feel the way this book, it says it is chew proof, right? You see it? Chew proof, rip proof, non toxic, and 100% washable. Washable books, you guys. I've never heard of such a thing. Isn't that cool? But anyway, it's a great little book for toddlers and babies, right? Hanukkah is here. Those first readers, right? Look at all the treats. The latkes and donuts are delicious, right? Look at the artwork. Isn't it cute? But this is a baby's first book. Let's light the menorah and say the blessings, right? Then spin the dreidel and sing some songs. So glad we're all together. Happy Hanukkah. Right? What a cute, but they have an entire series of little books that they make like this. You bought one of those for your great niece's baby. Sherry, were you not? I was so impressed when I saw these. They had a whole little series. So smart. So imagine, what a great gift. If you have people in your family who, or people that you know who are celebrating Hanukkah and they have littles, what a great little book to get them, right? So it says, dear parents, Indestructibles are built for the way babies read with their hands and their mouths. Indestructibles won't rip or tear, and are 100% washable. They are specifically made to help babies learn how to hold and look at and read books. And I thought that was fantastic. So yes, Sherry, I'm glad you bought one for your great niece's baby. This is going to be in our house for littles. I want to get some more of these. I think that what a great little story series to send to friends who have new babies in the house. So what a great idea for gifts. But it's washable. It's washable. A washable book. I was so tickled with that. Um, if you are a children's book reader and you're familiar with the author Jan Brett, she's done a great line and series of children's books. Here is a little board book. I thought this was cute. Its cover appealed to my eye. So, right? I love gingerbread, but it says Gingerbread Christmas. This is a board book. So, for children who are a little bit older that can hold a book, that know what books are, um, won't chew on it, but want to look at it, right? These have a little more intricate designs and pictures for the Christmas. And so, this one is a great, and it's called Gingerbread Christmas. It's about that thick, right? Pretty little board book, but the artwork on this is just fantastic. Look how pretty that is, right? So it's called Jan Brett's Gingerbread Christmas, and it's perfect size for a stocking stuffer. So I think you would like that. And then of course, how can we not love little golden books? And so I found this one. I don't know if you can tell on here the sheen. This looks like a big Christmas ribbon on the binding right here. But it says, "'Tis the season. Wrap yourself in the warmth and joy of Christmas with this rhythmic celebration of the holidays alongside lush classic art from your favorite Yuletide little golden books." So love that. Look how beautiful this book is. And yet the standard art of little golden books. I just love it. Christmas is a snowfall, fluffy and white. You didn't know you were going to have story time with me this morning, did you? Christmas is a fir tree shimmering with light. Christmas is a stocking, soft and red, right? They're the standard little golden books, and it tells the Christmas story. And the smell of warm, sweet gingerbread. Look at that. Don't you love that? Love the artwork. So if you are a fan of the little golden books, oh, look at this. Christmas is an ornament shiny and round, and Santa's black boots not making a sound. I love that, right? So this book is called Christmas is Golden in the Little Golden Book series. I think you would really love this. I just wanted to have this for our collection of children's books in our house. So I wanted to share that with you. Then my eye on what would appear on the shelf. Of course, I was going to be intrigued and surprised to see a book like this. So it says Dickens and Prince, written by Nick Hornby, right? Well, of course, the cover caught my eye. Anything about Prince is going to catch my eye. But it says Dickens and Prince. And if you look at this, a particular kind of genius. You love little golden books. Your childhood is filled with those memories. Stephanie, when I saw this, I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't pass it up. And the artwork. I mean, oh, look. I just look. Christmas is golden. Look at the animals. I mean, my childhood is filled with them. Your childhood is filled with them. That's why I wanted to get this because any littles that are going to be in my house, I want their childhood to remember those great books. But washable books. I'm still blown away. But the Prince book, let's get back to this, right? So I saw this on the shelf, had no idea about this book. I know I'm familiar with Nick Hornby. He's written some other best-selling books. But this book, Dickens and Prince, favorite people, a couple of great works, some of my favorite books written by Charles Dickens. And then, of course, Prince. I mean, it goes without saying, right? So here's the the premise of this story. It says every so often, a new pairing comes along that seems surprising until its appeals are obvious. Peanut butter and jelly, ducks and puppies, and now Dickens and Prince. Equipped with a fan's admiration and his trademark humor and wit, iconic best-selling author Nick Hornby explores the cosmic link between two unlikely artists, geniuses in their own rights, spanning race, class, and centuries. Victorian novelist Charles Dickens and modern American rock star Prince each electrified their different disciplines with legacies that resound far beyond their own time. But what else do they have in common? Examining the two artists' personal tragedies, social statuses, boundless productivity, and other parallels, both humorous and haunting, Hornby shows how these two unforgettable men from completely different eras each lit up the world. Dickens and Prince is a stimulating and entertaining rumination on the creativity, flamboyance, discipline, and soul it takes to produce great art. Sold. I mean, I put this down on the cash near the cash register and said, "Add this to my stack of books." So I had all these children's books and some other books that I was buying for gifts for friends, and then I saw this, and I was like, "Sold, done, sold." So if that description intrigues you, grab a copy, Dickens and Prince. I'll be reading this over the next few weeks. I'll be diving into this book. I'm really looking forward to that. So those are some ideas of some great books. And so when I read that book and I thought, ooh, an entertaining rumination on the creativity, flamboyance, discipline, and soul it takes to produce great art. Right along the heels of Write for Life, about creating great art through your writing. So I'm looking forward to Christmas. We're going to get out the tree today and put it up. We're going to put some decorations on it. It's going to be a different kind of Christmas, but that's okay because we're all together and that's what matters, right? So I hope that you, whether you're ready or not, Christmas is coming. I hope you're able to do what you can to prepare, but make sure you get together with those that you love and celebrate the holiday season. It's important. That's why we have this holiday. It's one of my favorite times of year. And even though I feel like I'm crash landing into it because like I left my house and started driving and then I turn around and go back and then turn around and drive back to Tennessee, I'm glad I'm here. My husband arrives tomorrow. We get to be together as a family and we're going to celebrate. And I hope you, wherever you are going to do the same. Merry Christmas to you and your family. If you need any good ideas for gifts, let me know. I've got some great book ideas. I hope the some that I've shared with you has sort of helped you out to finish off your list, so to speak. Maybe you can get those books purchased and give those away to the folks that you love this year. Anyway, wherever you are, I hope you're celebrating, staying warm. Oh, it's going to get cold here, but we don't have feet of snow. That's okay. Wherever you are, Merry Christmas. I hope you'll join me back here next week where we'll be post-Christmas. I'll be back home in Dallas. We'll be winding down from Christmas and gearing up for the start of the new year. Are you ready? Well, if you're not, it's still happening. Just grab a mug. It'll be okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll see you back here next week. Let's kick off the new year in awesome style. All right. Have a great one. Love to you and all your family. I'll see you back here next week.